What is going on, friends? Welcome into Mercado Airwaves. I'm your host, Mike Mercado, and thank you for joining us for another watch along. This one, a Pokemon Direct. It is June 5th, 2019. It's about 9 a.m. here in Chicago, so we're finally going to get a chance to watch this thing, and we'll see exactly what they have in store for us. It's supposed to be about Sword and Shield, so we'll see exactly how that's going to play out on the Nintendo Switch. It's about 16 minutes long, so we'll do a little bit of that, and then maybe a little talk afterwards. So we'll kind of just commentate throughout this. We're trying some new stuff. I know you guys already have a lot of your favorite video game channels and other podcasts that do watch-alongs and how they do it. So we're trying to find our footing here, and we're just going to try to keep it natural and how we do it. And if you guys like it, stick around with Mercado Airwaves. Really appreciate it. If not, hey, thank you for giving us a try. And, go Pokemon, go video games, go pop culture. And why don't we get this thing started? If you missed it, we did their Pokemon conference where they introduced Pokemon Sleep, kind of like that offshoot of Pokemon Go, and it looked pretty interesting. We were making fun of it, but as time has kind of gone on, whatever. Let them have the initiative. Let them be. If they think they can go on with this, why not? But yeah, if you missed it, we are huge, Pokemon fans. Obviously, the '90s kid. I'm wearing my Death Star Pokemon shirt right now, but this is a lot of fun. I want to see what they're doing for it. I love the Nintendo Switch. I think it's one of the best, systems that's came out in so long. The back to basics of it, but yet it feels like it's part of its time. So here we are. Let's go ahead and get this thing going. We want to take care of some business first. If you've missed anything that we've done on the network, thank you for joining us. You can follow me on Twitter at mmercado2333. You can follow this network on Twitter at Mercado Airwaves. We have a pop culture podcast. You can follow us at Good Brothers Pod. Please follow the lovely Nicole Mancha at Typing When Tipsy. And you can follow the good brother himself, Alex Mercado, on Twitter at Mercado21. Alex, we're all on Instagram. I'm at Mike Mercado2333. The lovely Nicole Mancha is at Typing When Tipsy. And you can find the good brother at Mercado2121. Like us on Facebook. We're at Mercado Airwaves. Please subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/Mike Mercado2333. You can also play video games with us on Twitch, twitch.tv/Mercado Airwaves Network. And if you're a fan of, entertainment, wrestling, UFC, we have some amazing interviews, including the legend himself, Donald Cowboy Cerrone, who will be here in Chicago this weekend for UFC 238 against Tony Ferguson. We got a chance to interview him. You can check that out right now wherever you get your favorite podcast. Just download Mercado Airwaves. But you can also visit patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves, and you get those interviews ad-free and before anybody else. But that'll do it for us, and a huge shout-out to Munch Art Design for really helping us get off the ground over the last few months. Tony, shout-out to our guy. But why don't we go ahead and rock and roll, guys? Let's put on the trusty headphones. And for all you Mercado Airwaves, followers who like to keep things canon, got the Spider-Man cup today with the coffee. But more than anything, you guys were making fun of me because you guys thought I wasn't drinking water with the Mio in it. So this time I brought a clear plastic bottle so you guys don't give me a hard time. All right, let's do this.
Welcome to Pokemon Direct. I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. Today, I would like to provide the latest news about the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield games.
So that's exactly what we thought.
To begin, please take a look at this video.
Is that a trailer? Yeah. Game footage not final. Oh, it's different. Oh, it's a battle. Those are the starters. Which one are you going for? All three have actually grown on me. I like Score Bunny, though. I can't believe I remember the names. Damn it. Ooh. I like the turtle. He looks good. Yo! Yo, right on. Yo, Gyarados, Butterfree. Let's go. Yo, you can fish like that, like that. Co-op, son. Right, you. I'm a nerd. Pikachu was always a nice starting 6. Yo, if we get kaiju battles in Pokemon, you can catch them. Yo, dude is yoked. Yo, that was tight. Yo,
Hello, I'm
that
Masuda
was
from
cool.
Game Freak.
Hi, I'm Omori from Game Freak.
Shout out Game Freak. You got me
What did you
hyped.
think of the video?
Longtime fan. Damn.
Today, we would like to deliver the latest news on Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield to all of you
Damn.
around the world, right here from Game Freak's offices where development is underway.
I love that Nintendo, and you saw
can
this
take
in a
on
lot
the role
of
of
their
the main
different
character, who resides in the Galar region.
video games.
After
You see the
choosing
landscape.
Grookey, Scorbunny, or Sobble as your first partner
love all
Pokemon,
three.
you will embark on an adventure to become the champion. Your journey will take you through vast and lush grasslands,
Love it.
towns in which you will find humans and Pokemon working
Has that
together,
steampunk
and
kinda look
many
to it.
other locations
Yeah,
filled
you
with
see 'em?
rich personality.
Yeah.
Pokemon battles are the most popular form of entertainment in the Galar region. Stadiums across the Galar region are frequently filled with cheering crowds that have gathered to witness battles between gym leaders and
Oh,
challengers.
so those are the gym leaders. That's not even the.
The excitement of these battles is
Oh,
often
wow.
broadcast on television in the Galar region as well. The most exciting part of visiting a new region is, of course, encountering Pokemon that you've never seen before.
Yeah, that's tight.
To tell you more about some of the Pokemon that reside in the Galar region, I'd like to hand it over to James, the art director on these games.
Hey, Jamie. Hello, I'm James Turner from Game Freak. I worked as the art director for these games. There are a lot of never-before-seen Pokemon that await you in the Galar region, but allow me to introduce you to just a few of them.
Let's see.
The first Pokemon I'd like to show you is
Okay.
Wooloo.
Standard sheep.
This Pokemon's defining characteristic is its fluffy fur, which is treasured by weavers in a town in the Galar region, who use it to craft popular specialty goods. This Pokemon here is Gossifleur, the flowering Pokemon. Gossifleur favors places with clean air and water, and its pollen is said to have healing properties. This next Pokemon is
Yeah.
called Dreadnought,
Dragnor.
the bite Pokemon.
Dreadnought. Yeah.
The sharp and jagged edges of its jaw allow it to bite off chunks of rock and iron.
For sure, he's gonna make
Its
it in my
vicious
final.
nature makes
team.
it a difficult Pokemon to tame for all but the most experienced trainers. This Pokemon that can be seen flying
That's cool.
steadily through
I like
the
that.
sky is called Corviknight.
Ooh, Corviknight.
It puts its skills to use when working.
You think
as
this
a
is gonna be like
flying
the original
taxi,
Pidgey? It's gonna have 3
which will take
stages.
the player back
That's a
to
pretty
any
dope early
town
stage.
he or she has previously visited.
Yeah.
As many of you already know, some Pokemon can evolve, changing their appearance and becoming stronger in the process. Gossifleur
Oh, they didn't show it.
is one of these Pokemon. When
they're
Gossifleur
gonna show it.
evolves, it becomes Eldegoss.
Yeah. I don't know.
As you can see, There are now small seeds scattered across its fuzzy head. These seeds are said to promote growth in plants and can revitalize both people and Pokemon. That's all I can show you this time. There are lots more Pokemon living in the Galar region for you to discover. Of course, you can look forward to finding many Pokemon you're already familiar with. I hope you're as excited as we are to encounter the amazing variety of Pokemon that inhabit the Galar region.
Meeting lots of Pokemon is one of the thrills of the adventure.
I like that Pokemon.
And where you will find the widest variety of Pokemon out of anywhere in the Galar region is in a place called the Wild Area. This wild area stretches between cities and is filled with abundant nature as far as the eye can see. Different Pokemon can appear depending on where you are and what the weather is like, meaning there will be new discoveries for you each day. Some of you may already have noticed, but while adventuring through this area, you have control over the camera, allowing you to better search for items and Pokemon. Search far and wide in the tall grass, in the skies above, and even in the lakes, for you never know what you might find. In certain locations in the Galar region, a new phenomenon can be triggered that makes a Pokemon giant in size and gives it incredible strength. This phenomenon is called Dynamaxing. Dynamaxing opens up new possibilities in the heated battles performed by trainers and their Pokemon. For more details, I would like to turn it over to Iwao, the planning director for the games.
Hi, I'm Iwao from Game Freak and the planning director for Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. Let me tell you more about the new Dynamax feature, which will surely bring about all new strategies to Pokemon battles. Pokemon from the Galar region can Dynamax to not only become massive in size, but also boost their power. All the moves they know turn into powerful max moves.
That's pretty cool.
Dynamaxing can be used once per battle. However, the Pokemon will revert to normal after 3 turns. So, you need to choose wisely when to trigger it. Mastering Dynamax will be key to becoming a full-fledged Pokemon trainer in these games. Remember that wild area we told you about? If you connect to other players, you'll find more ways to play there. One of these new multiplayer features is called Max Raid Battles, in which 4 Pokemon trainers can join forces to challenge wild Dynamax Pokemon. In Max Raid Battles, the wild Dynamax Pokemon keeps its giant form for the entire battle. Not only that, it also has special powers that make it an extremely formidable opponent. Only one of these 4 players who have teamed up for the Max Raid battle will be able to Dynamax their Pokemon in each battle, so coordinating with your team will be crucial when taking on these powerful wild Pokemon. If you and your allies manage to emerge victorious, you will get a chance to capture the Pokemon in a truly dynamic catch sequence. The Pokemon that you can take on in Max Raid battles also vary depending on where you are in the wild area and the state of the weather. Among these different Pokemon are some that can only be caught after you defeat them in Max Raid battles, so we hope trainers will join forces and test their skills against a variety of Pokemon.
Max Raid Battles feature strategic cooperative 4-player gameplay against a single Pokemon, which is a first for the main series of Pokemon games. It's going to be a ton of fun to use your Nintendo Switch system's local wireless functionality to tackle these battles with friends in person and experience the excitement together. You can also connect with other players over the internet to enjoy playing with other trainers from all around the globe. So I hope you'll try Max Raid battles with all sorts of other players.
Next, I would like to introduce some of the people you'll encounter on your adventure.
Let's see, gym leaders.
This guy is the greatest trainer in the Galar region, and also the current champion. His name is Leon. In a region where Pokemon battles are so widely enjoyed, his undefeated record in official matches is all the more incredible. His popularity is only enhanced by his shining personality, winning him the adoration of trainers across the region. It's no exaggeration to say that he is the most prominent trainer in all of Galar. The champion has a younger brother, who also happens to be one of your rivals.
Okay.
His name is Hop. Hop dreams to one day become champion just like his elder brother, and he trains vigorously every day towards this goal. His journey through the Galar region begins on the same day as yours. On your journey,
whoop his
you and Hop
ass.
will receive a great deal of support from these two characters. Professor Magnolia is the professor of the Galar region and specializes in researching the Dynamax phenomenon. Sonia is her granddaughter and also serves as her assistant. Their abundant wisdom and sound advice will surely come in handy throughout your adventure. Next, I would like to talk about the Pokemon gyms in the Galar region. You and your rival will need to take on the Pokemon gyms throughout the region in order to achieve your goal of becoming champion. These gym stadiums are constructed in very special locations that allow for Pokemon to be Dynamaxed. The gym leaders also have extremely powerful Dynamax Pokemon on their teams, so you will need to counter them with some of your own. Battles between two Dynamax Pokemon are explosive and will cause the energy and excitement in the stadium to reach its peak. Let me introduce one of the gym leaders to you.
They can't help themselves sometimes.
This is the Grass-type expert, Milo. This gym leader is all about enjoying battles alongside his trustworthy Pokemon, and you will have to overcome his tenacious fighting style to continue your journey. Look forward to facing many more heated battles against gym leaders over the course of your adventure.
That's pretty cool. I'm actually
We've
excited
shown
for
off
this.
quite a bit today, but I have one more video I would like you to see.
Well, here we go. Let's see what this is.
Please take a look.
Yo.
The two Pokemon you saw in the video just now are in fact legendary Pokemon of the Galar region, called Zacian and Zamazenta. Look forward to discovering for yourself just what role Zacian and Zamazenta will play in the story.
I hope you enjoyed today's Pokemon Direct. Of course, what we revealed today is just a small part of what you will find in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. There are many more Pokemon and interesting characters for you to discover in the Galar region.
We're putting everything we've got here at Game Freak into making Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield a game that everyone around the world will enjoy.
Please look forward to it.
Thanks to all of our guests from Game Freak. Finally, I would like to announce the release date. Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield will be available on November 15th,
Tight covers.
2019 as a global simultaneous release.
Just in
And
time for
starting
Christmas.
today, you can pre-order a special double pack. Stay tuned for more information. I hope you will look
Big Black
forward
double
to
pack
your
and
new
split it with
Pokemon
Super
adventure
Mercado
in the
Bro
Galar region.
Marcos.
Thank you for watching.
Very cool. I liked it. I actually really enjoyed it, especially coming off of Pokemon Sleep. So let's first of all, I like the release date in November. Obviously, it's right around time for Christmas. It gives the Nintendo company and the Switch a marquee event for the end of 2019. Especially since it's been a little bit more of a slow year after they came out of the box running, and we're seeing what they're doing. How the longevity of it is. We have a Super Mario Maker 2 coming out, so and Super Smash Brothers was such a big hit, so very interesting. We have Metroid Prime 4 coming out, so maybe that'll be something they really hit on come E3 in just a week. So very interesting stuff. I really like how the game looked, and here's the thing. Your initial thoughts about a Pokemon game, right? It's funny because we're so spoiled in the video game world and just in the world in general sometimes that we gotta have this conversation. But when in the realm of this conversation, when a new Pokemon game is announced, and any type of your favorite IP is announced, and they introduce new characters, and after you've spent so much time with these other characters, that now you have to get acclimated to them, and it's not just what the gameplay that we saw about it, but it was also seeing them again and seeing their mannerisms again and kind of getting used to that palette compared to some of the other ones that you've been used to. So I like how the Pokemon look. I actually like the 2 legendary Pokemon. I think Pokemon is one of these video games that the characters and depending on the generation and how they're marketing to the kids that era, the Pokemon look kind of weird. Sometimes they look really cool. I think this kind of has a root to Japanese animation, but also kind of going into that Game of Thrones kind of pop culture relevance right now, where we have the wolves and they're in armor and they have big swords. But we have seen a lot of, I believe it was one of the Dead Souls had a wolf with the big sword on there, and we've seen it a bunch. Akami, I might be pronouncing it. Sorry, guys. I know I'm a noob when it comes to some Nintendo stuff, but the one with the where you could paintbrush with the wolf. So we've seen a lot of animation like this. Hell, even Zelda games. So Nintendo knocks that type of art out of the ballpark. So I'm very excited to see how this all plays out on the Nintendo Switch. I like that Deluxe. Somebody like me and Super Mercado Bro Marcos, it would be cool to kind of split it. But the thing is obviously I want to be a sword guy. Even though Shield kind of seems like that's the fire, the red version of the game, but they've kind of gone away from that. To me, I was red, silver, crystal, and ruby. Maybe not in that particular order, but X and Y and silver and all that stuff. But yeah, I remember I was always that. So I like how I think I'm team Sword right now, so we'll see how that plays out. But let us know what you guys think. Thank you for joining us on this very cool Nintendo Direct for Pokemon. And just a few minutes long, they gave us a lot of cool information. I do like the gimmick this year of them being really big. You've seen the other years where they have the Mega Evolutions and all this other stuff, but the gimmick this year seems kind of interesting, and the gimmick can wear itself thin, just like any other gimmick. But what I think is interesting is within the battle that you can only use it one time per battle is kind of cool. I do like that we get to see Pokemon in the actual area, so they're not just popping out like old school RPGs, where like now you can actually see them and you can interact with them and you got control of the camera. They showed a lot of cool stuff. I like the Pokemon designs. I like the battle system. I'm very excited to go fishing. I love that in video games. I'm a nerd for it, but I really enjoyed this one, and we'll see how it plays out moving forward with Pokemon Sword and Shield. And I want to know from you guys. Let us know on Twitter at Mercado Airwaves, or hit me up personally at mmercado2333. What did you think about this Nintendo Direct so close to E3? Do we get anything else from Nintendo? Is this it? Or do we get a treehouse where they really go hard on Super Mario Maker? Maybe we get something about Metroid. So I'm very interested to see that. I don't think we missed anything else, guys. Why don't we, before we get out of here, why don't we go back to the video and we just we play a little bit of it, and let's try this out. Give me 1 second, okay? Why don't we go back over here and let's see I really like how you can see the Pokemon in the area itself. Let me lower this down. You can see the Pokemon in the area themselves. See, there it is. You could call them out. That's pretty cool. I do like how it looks when you are fighting the big version. Shout out to Raichu. Did you guys ever evolve your Pikachus, or did you ever just keep them as a Pikachu? Were you a Raichu guy? See, for me, when I first started, I would get my Pikachu to like 70 and never evolve him. Shout out to Gyarados, one of the dopest Pokemon. And if you missed it, we actually did a March Madness tournament that we did on the Good Brothers of Pokemon, so you could check that out. It was a span of like 3 weeks, and there's timestamps so you can see who ended up winning it. Let's see what else we got here. The bad crouch shot. The excitement did not seem to go up. You know, and obviously this looks like this the early stages, because the early stages usually has the lamest of the Pokemon. Except for him, he is so cool. What's his name again? Let's see if we find it right now. Dreadnought. Yeah, I like Dreadnought. Dreadnought for sure is going to be a starter. I like this one too. What's his name again? Something Knight? Raven Knight? Braun the Broken? What's his name again? We'll look for it right now. Let's see if I can find it. It'll come up right now. There we go. What's his name? Three-Eye Raven? Corviknight. There we go. Okay. You see, and this is what I'm telling you, how it's definitely a first stage Pokemon, because that's a very lame. I've never been a big fan of the generations after like the third generation of like these type of flower Pokemons. There's been a couple, but like none of them have been that cool. You know, like to me, at least to me. Let's see what else we got. See, like that's pretty cool. That like you could just see them walking around. I do like that steampunk look. And here's like the idea of like the big evolution, the Dynamites, Dynamax. I think it's Dynamax, right? Versions of them doing this, and that it's only a few turns, and you can only do it once per battle. So it definitely isn't going to be a crutch throughout it. I like this though. Let's go back to a little bit of it. The raid battles. There we go. So obviously we mentioned it when we first started the thing. We thought this for sure was going to be the co-op version, but now you can actually see that they do want you to do raids with it. And again, Capcom did it with Monster Hunters and you see Max Raid Battle, but a lot of even Pokemon Go, but a lot of games have leaned into that to really keep the game going and alive for a little while. And if they're cool Pokemon, like let's say at one point, 6 months down the road, a Mewtwo is one of these, or a Mew. You know, that would be pretty cool. Moltres or you know, Articuno or something like that. You know, like one of the old school versions of Oho, a Lugia. I think that'd be pretty cool, especially as we get down the months and they hype it up on Pokemon Go and Pokemon Sleep, and it's on the Twitter, and then all of a sudden it happens. So I think that'd be pretty tight. Let's see what else we got before we get out of here. So storyline, they finally gave us the story is, obviously, it's always going down to the Elite Four to fight the champion, and we learn about our rivals who are going to kick his ass, but that's all right. We'll talk about that later. And then, obviously, the Professor Oak versions, and it's these two ladies. That's going to be pretty cool. So, yeah, I'm super excited about it, and very Pokemon where we know who the type of gym battle you're going to go into. I wonder if it's going to be layered, so in order for you to get to the main stage, that you're going to have to go through a bunch of different guys, and that'd be pretty cool. And let's rewatch this part right here. All right, I'll put up the volume one more time. Let's rewatch this, because I thought this was pretty tight. Again, not actual game footage, but for Pokemon, this is pretty cool. I gotta admit, though, the Shield one looks cool. I don't like their names, but so cool. Very cool. Yeah, very excited to see how that plays out, but why don't we go a little bit more for, let me just get back to, we could get to the release date so we could see, there we go. So yeah, releasing worldwide November 15th, 2019, Sword and Shield. I like the covers. I actually like Shield's cover a little bit more, but I like the Sword version of the Pokemon better. That's what I'm going to call them. I like Sword better than I like Shield, but they're both really cool. Like, I hope you can catch both. And if not, we're going to find that old school cheat code to clone your Pokemon so I could trade it with Super Mercado Bro Marcos. But I think that is pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on this Pokemon Direct watch along. I really appreciate it. It's something we're trying. We're doing something new. We know a lot of people do it, but I figured I enjoy it. I get a kick out of it, and we were able to do it. And, you guys are awesome enough to join us. So thank you so much. And again, one last time for all you sports fans, especially you who are here in Chicago for UFC 238, Donald Cowboy Cerrone joined us on the show. It is now active all over. And if you missed it on the radio, you can now get it on podcast form and stream it. So check it out wherever you get your favorite podcast at Mercado Airwaves. And obviously we have all the stuff here now, so I don't have to keep talking about it. That's where you can find us all over the social medias. We really appreciate you guys joining us. Thank you so much. For everybody here at Mercado Airwaves, thank you for joining us on the Pokemon Direct. I'm Mike Mercado.